Hey everyone, and welcome back to another edition of The Explainer. I am absolutely thrilled to have you here today. If you're the kind of person who loves to learn efficiently and just get straight to the core of complex topics, well, you are in the perfect place. Today we're unpacking some really timely research from the Global AI Group. We've got a very clear, very critical core mission for this explainer. We are going to explore exactly how to transform artificial intelligence from a basic everyday tool into a true, undeniable competitive advantage. We hear about AI literally all the time, right? But the way we actually win with it is shifting dramatically. It's moving from merely acquiring the tech to fundamentally rewiring how our businesses operate. And today we're going to map out exactly how that execution works.
Okay, let's dive into this. Right off the bat, we've got to ask a question that is absolutely keeping executives awake at night. Does using AI automatically make you competitive? This gets straight to the heart of a massive anxiety echoing through boardrooms right now. There's this overwhelming rush, this absolute fear of missing out, pushing companies to just buy into AI as fast as humanly possible. The assumption is kind of just, if you adopt the technology, you stay competitive. But based on the research, I'm going to drop the hammer on that idea right now. No way. It just doesn't. Using AI does not automatically make your business more competitive. Technology alone rarely, if ever, creates a sustainable advantage. Buying the software? That's simply the starting line, guys, not the finish line.
So here's our logical roadmap for today's explainer. To deconstruct this whole playbook, we're going to cover the AI adoption myth, the anatomy of advantage, the playbook of leaders, the leadership imperative, and finally, building sustainable advantage. Let's jump right in.
Section 1. The AI adoption myth. To really understand this myth, we have to acknowledge the reality on the ground. There's a frantic rush to adopt AI across virtually all organizations right now. Everyone's buying the software. But that rapid adoption has a massive flaw. Because these platforms are universally accessible, buying them doesn't actually put you ahead. It completely levels the playing field. It's exactly like giving every restaurant in your city the exact same high-end professional kitchen equipment. If you and all your competitors have the exact same ovens and knives, the equipment itself doesn't make you different. Compare that to true AI execution. This is where the magic happens. The advantage doesn't come from off-the-shelf solutions. It comes from complex integration and strategic implementation. Execution is like having the Michelin star chef who actually knows how to use that kitchen to create a masterpiece. That execution is what builds a competitive moat around your business. You aren't just buying an advantage, you have to execute one.
All right, moving on to Section 2, Anatomy of Advantage.
This brings up a huge bridging question. If everyone has the same tools, what actually creates a competitive advantage in the AI era? Well, the research from Global AI Group lays out these specific factors. Let's look at the first three: strategic alignment, operational excellence, and customer experience. Listen, customer experience in the AI era isn't just plugging in a clunky chatbot. It means using predictive data to solve a client's problem before they even realize they have it. Now pair those with the next triad: organizational learning, leadership capability, and speed of execution. These are your human and cultural drivers. Speed of execution means having a culture that can test a new AI workflow in a week instead of debating it in a committee for a year. Did you notice what is literally missing from this entire list? The technology itself. That's because technology supports your strategy. It absolutely doesn't replace it.
Which brings us nicely to Section 3, the playbook of leaders.
So how does this actually look in the real world? Let's look at how market leaders handle AI differently from everyone else. They focus heavily on actual business value, not just buying tech for the sake of having tech. Market leaders use AI specifically to improve customer experiences, increase operational efficiency, enhance decision-making, accelerate innovation, and identify new business opportunities. They don't walk into a meeting room and say, hey, we need to use AI today. No, they say, we need to accelerate innovation, and AI is the vehicle we're going to use to get there. That might mean using AI to rapidly analyze global market trends to uncover a whole new product line that a human might have missed. The pattern here is super clear. A true leader's target is always a measurable business outcome. Business value always comes first.
Let's talk about Section 4, the leadership imperative. We really have to shift to the human element here, because without strong, focused leadership, technology investments almost always flop. Effective leadership with AI follows a really specific flow. Step 1, you establish the vision. Where are we actually going? Step 2, you allocate resources. And hey, this doesn't just mean signing a check for software. It means freeing up your best engineers' time and giving them the political cover to experiment and, frankly, to fail sometimes. Step 3, you align the organization. This is huge. You have to break down departmental silos so the marketing and product teams actually understand how this tech fits into their shared workflows.
And finally, step 4, you ensure all of this supports those high-level strategic objectives we just mentioned. Leaders are the crucial catalyst here. They transform raw technology into tangible bottom-line results. And finally, section 5, building sustainable advantage.
So we have to pose the absolute most critical question of this whole explainer. How can you build a sustainable moat that competitors can't just copy with a quick software subscription? You build it through deeply ingrained organizational capabilities. Think about your unique customer relationships. Think about proprietary knowledge, organizational culture, operational expertise, innovation capabilities, and strategic agility. Look, if a rival sets up shop right across the street and buys the exact same AI platform from the exact same vendor, they still don't have your decade of unique customer relationships, they don't have your pristine proprietary data sets, and they definitely don't have your internal culture of rapid, agile innovation. By combining AI with these deeply human capabilities, you create a sustainable advantage that simply cannot be cloned by an algorithm.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that this question acts as an absolute North Star for teams. How does our use of AI create value that competitors cannot easily replicate? If you are a leader, this is the deeply practical question you need to be asking your departments today. It's the ultimate pivot point. It shifts the entire conversation completely away from just technology adoption, and it forces everyone to focus on true strategic advantage. It basically challenges your team to look past the software and look internally at how you operate as a totally unique business.
It really all boils down to one absolutely crucial point. Strategy is greater than technology. The organizations that are going to genuinely win in this new era won't necessarily have the most expensive or the flashiest tech stack. They're going to have the absolute best strategy and the most flawless execution. This whole explainer points back to this one thesis. AI itself isn't your advantage. How your organization uniquely applies it, integrates it into your culture, and points it towards specific business outcomes, that is the ultimate advantage.
I want to leave you with one final, provocative thought to take back to your teams today. Ask yourselves, are you just buying technology, or are you actually building a strategic moat? Because in today's landscape, only one of those mindsets is going to keep you ahead. Thank you so much for joining me today for this explainer on the Global AI Group's research. If you found this breakdown helpful, please share it with your colleagues and keep this conversation going. And make sure to join us for our next explainer, where we're going to dive into how to use exceptional customer experience as your ultimate differentiator. Until then, keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you next time.